Hey, this is Lacey, your Las Vegas gal. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the difference between buying a new home versus buying a resale home. Check it out. So I was chatting with a couple of my team members recently about just the massive amount of questions that have been coming through the channel from a lot of you asking just about, gosh, is now a good time to move to Vegas? And wow, we want to look at resale. What's the average price point? And what's the process look like? And what does it mean to get pre-qualified? I mean, like every question known to man when it comes to buying a house or even just moving to Vegas, you guys have been asking and we've been answering. A few of the questions that continue to come up are related to buying new homes, building a new home. You know, there's an allure with, oh my gosh, I'd love to build my own home from scratch. And we want to lean into that allure with you. We want to experience that with you if you do choose to move here and go that route. But there's so much confusion about what's a new home versus resale, obviously outside of it just being new and not new. There's just so much that goes into the process, and our job and how we can support you looks very different for both of those experiences. So I figured we would just talk through a few of the main questions that we receive and see if I can help you understand the process a little bit better so that when you call, we'll be able to walk you through the process and you won't feel like you're walking in blindly. Right off the bat, let's talk about the difference between buying from a company, a builder, and I'm buying a resale home from the owner. Most people wouldn't think that that's going to change things much, but as your real estate professional, we really do have to put on a different hat when it comes to speaking to a builder versus speaking to a homeowner. When it comes to buying a home from someone, like a resale home, even if it's just a year or two old, you're buying from a person who has emotions and probably has a little bit of an emotional tie to that house. So the approach has got to be a little bit different. It's got to be more of a charismatic, we love the home, here's why, here's who we are. We have to really tell a story and let that homeowner know who's going to be purchasing their home so that they would maybe more favorably look upon your offer versus someone else's. So there's a whole other component that goes into play for that. In the new homes world, really, you're buying from a builder. We have relationships from a real estate perspective with the on-site professionals who work for the builder. They're also realtors, believe it or not. They're just not allowed to represent you, and that's the difference. So when you're buying from a builder, a lot of people, and you could totally do this too, can stroll in, look at the models, sign paperwork, buy the house directly from the builder themselves, and that's easy and great and fine. The difference though is that you're not being represented. You don't have someone who works for you and represents you, whose fiduciary responsibility at the end of the day to keep their license is to make sure that you're not taken advantage of and that you know and understand everything that you're signing and that you're getting the best deal possible. Negotiations and understanding the entire process too is another really big component of it. But the main difference between buying from a business or a builder and from a person is the approach that you go into buying the home from day one. If you know who you're working with from day one, you can really change your approach and give yourself the best opportunity to get what you want. Okay, one of the other big things that can be affected by just buying new versus resale is timing. Timing is everything when you're buying a house. You really have to stay ahead of the game. Calling us on a Thursday and telling us you want to come into town on Saturday to look for homes is fine, and we can accommodate that, but it's not always going to give you the best results, and it's not going to give you the best outcome. I just said that. It's not going to give you the best results for what you're trying to accomplish. We really want to be able to hold your hand and work with you from the beginning of your thought process. So if you're just questioning it, just even considering it, now is the time to reach out. Most real estate professionals don't say that, and I'm not dogging my counterparts in this industry, but most of them don't really have any interest in speaking to you unless you are ready to buy right now. We at the Cerrone Group take a really different approach. We really want to build a relationship with you, and that timing component of knowing when to strike is super important. And if we're a part of that conversation from the beginning, we can do our jobs. So from a timing perspective, let's talk a little bit longer about that. Not only when you're building a home do you have a lot of time to work with and ponder and think about and watch the house go up, you also don't owe your money until the very end. I say that with a caveat. There are some deposits needed along the way for maybe your flooring or some things that we're going to talk about later in this video, but the majority of your money is really going to be due at the very, very end, which could be 6, 8, 10 months away from when you decided to go into contract on that new home. When you're buying a resale home in Las Vegas, it's about a 30 to 45 day process, and you got your keys to the house. That's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Your money is due 30 to 45 days after we start the process. So if you're in the process of still kind of saving and putting money away, and you just have a little bit more to go towards your goal, start that process with a new home now, and by the time you're done and ready to roll, you'll have the money finished being saved, and you'll be ready to put all your deposits down and finish the purchase process. There's a lot of little processes throughout the home buying experience, I guess, with a builder that we're excited to be able to be a part of and educate you about. But more so than ever, we just want you to kind of understand the foundation. It's the approach that you're getting into the situation with, whether you're buying from a new or a resale. It's the timing of everything. And next, we're going to talk about some of the stuff that can cost you more money or cost you money that you maybe weren't really looking to when you're buying a new home versus resale. One of the things that people underestimate the cost of every single time, doesn't matter who you are, is flooring. Lots and lots of flooring, lots and lots more than you can imagine. I don't know, it's strange when there's a wall and there's little angles in the house, a lot of people tend to forget that the flooring is still going everywhere no matter if there's a wall or not. So what we try to do with our clients when we're working just through our team on the Cerrone Group is we want to make sure that they understand the process throughout the entire thing. So from the beginning, we're going to let them know what deposits are due for what items. As we move through the timeline and we get closer to being able to go and pick out at the design center where you can choose the flooring that you want, you can look at the different pricing options, you can look at all the other items that you have to choose. We're going to be there right alongside you to help you understand what's going to be good to get done through the builder and what you can maybe save some money on if you do it through some of our contractors outside of escrow. Another bigger ticket item is the kitchen and the master bath, but we'll talk about that in a minute. The kitchen alone can put you in shock if you're not quite ready. So let me give you some tips on how to save money in the kitchen, but also how to understand the process a little better. First and foremost, most builders, not all, but most, I'd say 95 to 99% of them are going to include your oven and range and your dishwasher in the purchase price of your home. That's gonna come standard. They will give you options to upgrade to stainless steel and other types of things, but at the end of the day, you're gonna get these two items for free, or included, I should say. It's never for free. The refrigerator and the washer dryer are gonna almost always not be included. In fact, some of the builders do, but again, that's a very small percentage. So if you see a beautiful, gorgeous, amazing model home GE appliance sitting in the model home that you're touring, do not bank on that being included. Now, the builder, of course, is going to sell you these types of items at their price, but I would highly encourage that you shop around for your fridge, washer, dryer. That's an easy way to save money by not paying the builder to buy these things when you can go and shop for a deal or look for a holiday or something crazy that'll give you the best discount. Something else to talk about when it comes to the kitchen is countertops and these gorgeous cabinets. Now, when you walk into a model home, especially when you're looking at new homes in Vegas, especially when you're with our team, you're gonna be looking at some pretty stunning displays of design. The hard thing is really having the imagination to understand what it's gonna look like as a base standard. So I can tell you right now, the countertop that I'm looking at right here is granite. Most of the builders in town are using this exact granite and this exact design as a base inclusion. So you don't have to pay for the upgraded granite, you just have to be okay with what it looks like with the base model design. So it could be black and white speckle, it could be gray, it could be brown, I don't know. But either way, each builder includes usually one or two, sometimes more options for the base model, so that if you want to come in and buy that house for the price that they're actually advertising it for, instead of paying for all the other upgrades, then you actually could feasibly do so. So something like this, darker cabinets, lighter cabinets, anything super trendy is most likely going to be an upgrade and it's going to cost you money. We will be there alongside you to help you understand, again, is it better to just get the standards and do a full-blown kitchen remodel someday, or do you want to work with one of our contractors to maybe do pieces and parts of the kitchen to make it all yours? For instance, backsplash, not gonna be included ever in almost any of the builders. So what happens if you pay for these upgraded cabinets, you keep the standard down here on the countertop, and we just bring our contractor in after you close escrow to put in the backsplash? That's what I'm talking about. That's the teamwork that we try to provide for you, so that when you're learning about this crazy process of buying a new home, you don't get overwhelmed with those fees. We can help you piece and parcel it out so that it feels a little bit more manageable. Another big ticket item can be the master bathroom. Master bathroom is where you should spend money. This is where you're relaxing. This is where you get ready every day. This is the beginning, middle, and sometimes the end of every single day of your life. Same thing with the kitchen. So if you're gonna spend money in the kitchen, in the flooring, and in the master bath. But yes, a lot of people still don't quite anticipate what's really gonna happen from an expense perspective. So let me give you some feedback, some guidance. Typically, most of the builders are gonna give you an option for the tub and shower combo in the master bath. They will not always require you to do many upgrades when it comes to this. If you don't want that, or you just want a tub, no shower, they can do those things. They can help you, customize the bathroom and fit with what you need. The difference though is when you wanna get crazy, when you get bougie, when you wanna go nuts, when you're gonna elevate it up a little bit too high, that's where we're gonna be sitting next to you saying, hey, I know you really love the idea of a full-blown wall spa shower that's an additional $40,000, but we just need to make sure that the house is going to appraise so that you don't have to come out of pocket, and that can be placed and folded into your loan. So it's little things like that that you may not know to think about. Master bath, who wouldn't want to luxury it up, right? I know I do. In fact, this wouldn't even be good enough, right? We would need to put in like the clawfoot tub, the big old spa shower, who knows? I know I would go crazy if I were you. So it's about making sure that you're balancing priorities with what you really want and making sure that all of it is understood from a financial perspective as you move through the process. As you can see, there's a lot to learn about buying a new home and really trying to understand the difference between resale and new. That's what we're here for. So don't stress, don't think you have to take notes during this video. Just kind of absorb it, learn about it as we go. When you're ready to buy a house, we'll be here to walk you through every step of the way and also answer your questions before you even get there. If you're thinking about moving to Vegas, or you're thinking about maybe making this a vacation home or somewhere that you might want to invest, we can help you as well. Do me a favor, click the link below in the description. Say hi, fill out our form, we'll set up a call. Either myself or someone from the team will give you a buzz, and we'll talk through what the heck's going on, and we'll give you all the best, most candid answers we can about what in the heck is happening in Las Vegas. Otherwise, if you're not looking and you just want to say hi, you can fill that out as well if you're coming to visit Vegas too. We want to get to know you in any way, shape, or form. Click that link, subscribe to the channel, say hi, I don't know. Otherwise, just come back and watch more videos. See you next time.